Today's video is a special one as we delve into the realm of relationships and unveil the 15 principles that smart men should embrace according to Stoic philosophy. So, if you're ready to cultivate a mindset that stands the test of time in matters of the heart, you're in the right place. Before we jump into these insightful principles, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Lesson 1. Don't talk about your past. When it comes to talking about your past, it's smart to be careful. Sharing everything, especially the tough stuff, can open you up to criticism or even exploitation. Just like old thoughts can come back to challenge us, oversharing can bring unnecessary trouble. That's why it's important to keep the most important parts of your story close to your chest. These are the experiences that have made you who you are today. They're yours to hold on to and protect, not for others to use against you. Your life story is personal and deserves respect. While it's good to share parts of it to connect with others, you don't have to spill every detail. Choose wisely what you share and keep the rest private. By being selective about what you reveal, you maintain control over your own narrative. Your past should empower you, not make you vulnerable. So, be mindful of who you share it with and keep the most intimate parts safe. Lesson 2. Face the fear of being alone. Confronting the fear of being alone is really important for personal growth. Aristotle once said that understanding yourself is the first step towards being wise. This means it's crucial to deal with the worry we might have about being by ourselves. Basically, making decisions because we're scared, especially of being alone, can steer us in the wrong direction. Instead of letting this fear control us, we should see alone time as a chance to learn about ourselves and grow. Being alone doesn't always mean feeling lonely. It's a chance to recharge and think about what we want in life. Spending time alone helps us understand ourselves better. When we decide to be with someone, it's better to do it because they make our lives better, not just because we're afraid of being alone. Healthy relationships should add to our happiness, not just fill a gap. By facing the fear of being alone and seeing solitude as a chance to grow, we can make better choices in relationships and live more fulfilling lives. Lesson 3. Learn how to manage your time. Managing your time wisely is super important for a happy life. As Seneca said, it's not that life is short, but often we waste too much of it. This means we need to be careful about how we spend our time. Instead of giving all our time to others, we should keep some for ourselves. Our time belongs to us, so it's important to use it in a way that makes us happy and helps us grow. We shouldn't waste our time on people or things that don't appreciate it. By focusing on what's important to us, we can live more fulfilling lives. It's also really important to celebrate our achievements. We shouldn't just look for praise from others, but also recognize and be proud of ourselves. Every little success is worth celebrating, and it helps us feel good about ourselves and what we've accomplished. So, take the time to pat yourself on the back and enjoy your progress. Lesson 4. Protect your mental health. Taking care of your mental health is incredibly important for living a happy and balanced life. Imagine sacrificing your own well-being just to make someone else happy. It's like destroying your own home to keep someone else warm. It doesn't make sense, and it's harmful. Your mental health and happiness should always come first. You need to take control of your own peace of mind, protecting it from anything that might try to harm it. Strengthening your mental toughness is like putting on armor. It helps you withstand whatever challenges life throws at you. It's also vital to understand that your happiness belongs to you and no one else. Nobody has the right to take away your joy. You are the boss of your own mind, and your happiness is not something you should ever trade away. It's a fundamental part of who you are, and it deserves to be nurtured and protected. By putting your mental health first and refusing to let anyone else compromise it, you're showing respect for yourself and your well-being. Prioritizing self-care and mental health sets you up for a happier, more resilient life where you can tackle challenges with strength and authenticity. Lesson 5. Stay authentic. Being true to yourself is really important for living a happy and meaningful life. As Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." This means staying true to who you are, even when others try to change you. Imagine agreeing to things you don't like just to please others. It's like wearing a mask that hides your true self. Emerson's words remind us to embrace our uniqueness and resist the pressure to be someone we're not. Living authentically means being honest with yourself and standing up for what you believe in, even if it's not popular. Remember, you're the one in charge of your life, not anyone else. You have the power to shape your own story. By staying true to yourself, you empower yourself to live a life that's true to your values and desires. It's about being genuine and staying true to who you are, no matter what. So, embrace your uniqueness and be proud of who you are. That's the key to living a fulfilling life. Lesson 6. Don't give up your direction for others. Ensuring that you don't sacrifice your own path for the sake of others is really important. Think of it this way. Trying to be everywhere at once, as Seneca pointed out, means you're not really anywhere at all. It's like spreading yourself too thin. Similarly, reshaping your life just to fit someone else's expectations is like wearing shoes that are too tight. It's uncomfortable and unnecessary. Every time you try to meet someone else's standards, you end up straying from your own path, losing sight of what truly matters to you. Instead of bending over backward to please others, it's crucial to embrace who you are and what you stand for. Your journey is yours alone, and it should be walked confidently and proudly. Don't let anyone else's expectations overshadow your own dreams and aspirations. Just imagine your life as a painting, with each brushstroke representing your unique experiences and choices. Don't let others hold the paintbrush. Take control and paint your own picture. By staying true to yourself, you not only honor your own path, but also inspire others to do the same. So, remember to walk your path confidently without letting anyone else dictate your steps. Your journey is a reflection of your true self, and it's meant to be lived authentically and passionately. Lesson 7. Put family and friends first. Prioritizing relationships with friends and family is really important for a happy and meaningful life. Think of it like this. Plato said people are like soil. You know, the stuff plants grow in. Some soil helps plants grow big and strong, while other soil doesn't do much at all. That's kind of like how people in your life can either support you and help you grow, or they can hold you back. When you spend all your time trying to please other people instead of hanging out with your friends and family, it's like missing out on the good soil and trying to grow in the bad stuff. It doesn't work too well, and you might end up feeling pretty lonely. Instead, it's super important to realize how much your friends and family mean to you. They're the ones who are always there to give you love, support, and encouragement. So instead of risking losing touch with them, you should make an effort to spend time with them and show them how much you appreciate them. Your friends and family are like a solid foundation that keeps you grounded, especially when things get tough. By making sure you stay connected with them and showing them how much you care, you're not only making your support system stronger, but you're also making your life a whole lot richer and happier. So, take the time to really appreciate and nurture these important relationships. They're the ones that shape who you are and help you through all the ups and downs of life. And by putting your friends and family first, You're giving yourself the strength and support you need to handle anything that comes your way. Lesson 8. Escaping unhealthy obsession. Escaping unhealthy obsession is really important for keeping your life balanced. Marcus Aurelius, a wise philosopher, warned against getting too focused on someone because it messes with how you see yourself. It's like being stuck circling around someone like a satellite, unable to break free. When you're too fixated on someone else, you forget about your own dreams and who you are. You end up living in their shadow, following their rules instead of doing what makes you happy. But here's the thing, your life isn't just a small part of someone else's story. You're the main character in your own story, and you shouldn't let anyone make you feel less important. So, take control of your own life, break free from obsessive thoughts, and let your light shine bright for all to see. Lesson 9. Embracing vulnerability. Let's dive into the idea of embracing vulnerability and how it can actually make us stronger and deepen our connections with others. While Don't Talk About Your Past encourages discretion in sharing personal history, embracing vulnerability takes a different approach. It's about being open and honest about our experiences, thoughts, and feelings, even if it means exposing our vulnerabilities. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we show others our true selves, the good, the bad, and the imperfect. This authenticity creates an environment of trust and intimacy, as others see us for who we truly are and can relate to our experiences on a deeper level. Moreover, embracing vulnerability allows us to forge genuine connections with others. By sharing our vulnerabilities, we invite others to do the same, fostering empathy, understanding, and compassion in our relationships. Instead of hiding behind a facade of perfection or keeping our struggles to ourselves, embracing vulnerability empowers us to lean on others for support and guidance. It's a courageous act that strengthens our bonds with those who truly care about us. Ultimately, embracing vulnerability is about acknowledging that it's okay to not have it all together, and that asking for help or sharing our struggles doesn't make us weak. It makes us human. And through this openness, we cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections with others that enrich our lives in profound ways. Lesson 10. Practicing empathy. Let's dive into the world of empathy, which is all about understanding and connecting with others on a deeper level. Think of it as putting yourself in someone else's shoes and really trying to see things from their perspective. So how do we practice empathy? Well, it starts with being a really good listener. Instead of just hearing what someone is saying, we listen with our hearts and minds. We pay attention to their words, their tone, and even their body language to understand how they're feeling. When we practice empathy, it's like building a bridge between us and the other person. We're saying, "Hey, I'm here for you, and I want to understand what you're going through." This creates a sense of connection and trust in our relationships. And here's the cool part. When we show empathy, it helps us treat others with respect and kindness, even when we might not see eye to eye. It's about recognizing that we're all human and that we all have our own struggles and emotions. So by practicing empathy, we're not just being nice to others, we're also strengthening our relationships and creating a more caring and compassionate world. It's like spreading a little bit of warmth and understanding wherever we go. Lesson 11. Cultivating gratitude. Let's talk about something really powerful, being thankful for the people who matter to us, like our friends and family. This is what we mean by cultivating gratitude. It's about appreciating their presence and support in our lives. Imagine having a special place in your heart where you keep all the good stuff about your friends and family. That's gratitude. It's like having a treasure chest full of happy memories and moments shared with them. When we cultivate gratitude, we're basically saying thank you to our loved ones for all the awesome things they do for us. It's like giving them a big high five or a warm hug to show how much we appreciate them. And you know what? When we're grateful for our friends and family, it's not just good for them, it's good for us too. It makes us feel happier, more positive, and less stressed. It's like a magic potion that boosts our mood and makes us feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So by practicing gratitude and appreciating the people in our lives, we're not only making our relationships stronger, but also making ourselves feel really, really good. It's like spreading sunshine wherever we go and making the world a brighter, happier place to be. Lesson 12. Setting healthy boundaries. Let's chat about something super important: setting boundaries. Boundaries are like invisible lines we draw around ourselves to keep us safe and happy in our relationships. They're like our personal guardrails, helping us navigate what feels right and what doesn't. So, how do we set healthy boundaries? It all starts with knowing ourselves and what makes us feel good. It's like having a little compass inside that tells us when something is okay and when it's not. When we set boundaries, we're basically saying, this is my space and I'm going to take care of it. But here's the thing, setting boundaries isn't just about saying no to things we don't like. It's also about saying yes to ourselves and our own needs. It's about making sure we're taking care of ourselves, even if it means saying no to someone else. And guess what? When we set healthy boundaries, it actually makes our relationships stronger. It shows others that we respect ourselves, and it teaches them how to respect us too. Plus, it helps us build deeper connections with people who understand and appreciate our boundaries. So, by setting healthy boundaries, we're not just protecting ourselves, we're also creating space for happier, healthier relationships. It's like building a cozy little nest where we can be ourselves, safe and sound. Lesson 13. Communicating effectively. Let's talk about the art of communication, how we express ourselves and connect with others. Effective communication is like having a superpower that helps us share our thoughts, feelings, and boundaries in a way that others can understand and respect. So, how do we become effective communicators? Well, it starts with being clear and honest about what we need and how we feel. It's like painting a picture with words, where we can express ourselves authentically and openly. When we communicate effectively, it's like building a bridge between us and the people around us. We're saying, hey, this is what's going on with me, and I want you to understand. This openness and honesty create trust and understanding in our relationships. But here's the thing, effective communication isn't just about talking, it's also about listening. It's about being present and really hearing what the other person is saying. When we listen with empathy and understanding, it shows that we care about their perspective too. And you know what's awesome? When we communicate effectively, it strengthens our relationships. It helps us resolve conflicts, build trust, and deepen our connections with others. Plus, it creates a safe and supportive space where everyone feels heard and valued. So by developing effective communication skills, we're not just improving our relationships, we're also becoming better friends, partners, and team members. It's like unlocking the secret to building strong, meaningful connections that last a lifetime. Lesson 14. Fostering forgiveness. Let's dive into the powerful practice of forgiveness, a super important tool for healing and strengthening our relationships. Forgiveness is like a magic potion that helps us let go of anger, resentment, and hurt, allowing us to move forward with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. So, what does it mean to foster forgiveness? It's all about letting go of grudges and choosing to release the negative feelings we may hold towards others. It's like opening a window in our hearts and letting in fresh air, washing away the negativity that weighs us down. When we practice forgiveness, It's like giving ourselves and others a second chance. We're saying, hey, I acknowledge that you've hurt me, but I'm choosing to let go of that pain and move forward. This act of compassion and understanding creates space for healing and growth in our relationships. But here's the cool part. Forgiveness isn't just about the other person, it's also about us. When we forgive, we free ourselves from the burden of carrying around anger and resentment. We're saying goodbye to emotional baggage and hello to a lighter, more peaceful way of living. And you know what's even better? When we foster forgiveness, it strengthens our connections with others. It builds trust, deepens empathy, and promotes greater harmony in our relationships. Plus, it creates a safe and supportive space where everyone feels valued and understood. So by practicing forgiveness, we're not just healing old wounds, we're also paving the way for stronger, more meaningful connections with the people we care about. It's like sprinkling a little bit of magic dust on our relationships and watching them bloom with love and understanding. Lesson 15. Prioritizing quality time. Let's talk about the importance of making quality time for the people we care about. It's like setting aside a special space in our busy lives to truly connect with our loved ones and create lasting memories together. So, why is prioritizing quality time so important? Well, think of it like this. Life can get pretty hectic sometimes, right? We're juggling work, school, chores, and a million other things. But in the midst of all that chaos, it's crucial to carve out moments to just be with the people who matter most. When we prioritize quality time, we're giving our relationships the attention and care they deserve. It's like watering a plant. It needs regular doses of love and attention to thrive. By spending quality time with our loved ones, we're nurturing our relationships and strengthening the bonds that hold us together. But here's the thing. Quality time doesn't have to be fancy or expensive. It's not about big, elaborate gestures. It's about being present and fully engaged in the moment. Whether it's cooking a meal together, going for a walk in the park, or just sitting and chatting over a cup of coffee, it's the quality of the time we spend together that really matters. And you know what's amazing? When we prioritize quality time, we're not just creating memories. We're also building a foundation of trust, understanding, and love. It's like investing in a precious treasure that will enrich our lives for years to come. So, let's make it a priority to spend quality time with our loved ones. Let's cherish these moments and create a lifetime of memories that will warm our hearts and nourish our souls. Because in the end, it's these moments of connection and togetherness that truly make life worth living. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of Stoicism and relationships. Remember, Stoic principles aren't about specific rules for men or women, but about developing a mindset that helps us navigate life's challenges with wisdom and virtue. In our exploration of the 15 things smart men should avoid in relationships, we aim to offer insights on how to approach connections with mindfulness and respect. By embracing these timeless principles, may you build relationships rooted in understanding and mutual growth. If you enjoyed this discussion, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that nourishes the mind and soul. Feel free to share your thoughts and questions in the comments below. Until next time, stay wise, stay stoic, and continue your journey toward a life of purpose and tranquility.